Hi friends, this is Selviju here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today the topic I am going to discuss about how we can configure the object group service in an access list. Okay. So as per the architecture to the Cisco ASA Firewall, I have connected two interfaces. One is DMZ security zone and another one is outside. And to the DMZ security zone, I am going to connect a Cisco switch 1 and outside is connected to Cisco switch 2. Okay, and always traffic flows from the higher to the lower security zone. In this particular architecture, it flows from DMZ to the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow Telnet and HTTP traffic from an outside to the DMZ zone. For that reason, I need to create an access list. Okay, since there are two ports, Telnet and the HTTP, so I'm going to bind these two ports using this object group service command. And after that, the same object group service command, I'm going to use this in an access list. Okay, so let us go to the configuration for a better understanding. First, let us configure these interfaces and the associated security zone. Then we'll bind these two ports using the object group service command. Then we'll use that in a access list. Okay, so let us go to the configuration. So this is a Cisco ASA firewall, and go to the configuration mode and let us configure the interfaces. So first is gigabit 0 by 0, which I'm going to configure as a DMZ security zone, and we can assign the security level from 1 to 99. Let us assign the range of 70. Okay, so this outside security zone by default assigned a security level of 0, which is less trusted. So this is more highly trusted. So let us go to interface gigabit 0 by 0 and the name IFS DMZ, and the security level I'm giving it as 70. Then I'm going to assign the IP address 192.168.1.1 255.255.255.0. Then let us do a no shut. So after that, I'm going to configure the second interface, that is the outside interface. Interface gigabit 0 by 1, name IF is outside. Okay, that the security level is 0, which is less trusted. Then let us assign the IP address. So IP address is 2.1. So this interface is gigabit 0 by 1 and this IP is 2.1. Okay, so IP address is 192.168.2.1 255.255.255.0, and let us do a no shut. So now let us view the running configuration. So I have created the two interface. One is 0 by 0, that is DMZ, IP is 1.1 and another one is outside, so that is 2.1, and always traffic flows from the higher to the lower security zone. So now I am going to the second step, I am going to configure a object group service, and I am going to bind these two ports, Telnet and the HTTP ports. Then I am going to create an access list and I will reference this command. Okay, object group command. So let us go here and let us create the object group. Okay, so just go to the configuration mode and let us create a object group. So object group, then we have to follow the command service. So it is object. Okay, so object group and service, and let us give the name port 12. Okay, so then what we have to do, we have to bind these two ports. So we have to use the command service object on command is there service object, and we have to specify the destination port telnet and the HTTP port. Okay, so service object and destination TCP destination equivalent port, that is one is telnet and another one is HTTP. Okay, then let us save the configuration. So also you can view the commands. So object group, so this will show what the object group we created is. So we have created two ports, okay, a telnet and the HTTP port. So now I'm going to create an access list allowing from an outside to the DMZ security zone, and in the same access list I'm going to use this object group service command. Okay, so let us go to the ASA firewall and go to the configuration mode. So access list out underscore DMZ, that is from outside to DMZ, just I'm naming as, and extended. Okay, permit, then we have to specify the object group command. So object group, and what is the reference we have created as services port 12, so that we have to create it. Okay, so port 12 followed by the source is any. So source outside I'm giving as any, and the destination I'm going to give this particular IP 192.168.1.2. because I'm going to initiate a telnet and the HTTP from the outside to the DMZ zone. Okay, so any and the host is 192.168.1.2. After this, I'm going to apply this using the access group statement. So we have to apply this access list statement, right? So access group out underscore DMZ in interface outside. This is for allowing from the lower to the highest security zone. Then let us save the configuration. Okay, so what we have done is, first we have created the object group and we have binded the telnet and the HTTP ports using the service object command. Okay, service object command. Then what we have done, we have used the same thing in a access list statement from an outside to the DMZ zone. Okay, now we can view the access list. So go to the ASA show access list. So even though we have binded this, it will show as a separate access list. So you are able to see permit TCP any host, equivalent telnet and HTTP port, right? So you're able to see the difference. So now I'm going to initiate a telnet and the HTTP traffic from the this particular outside to the DMZ zone. So I already enabled the HTTP and the telnet from the source. So I'm going to initiate a telnet and the HTTP from the outside to the DMZ zone. Let us go here. So before that, let us view the running configuration for Cisco switch 1. So show running configuration, include interface, okay, gigabit 0 by 0. So this IP is 1.2. I have configured the gateway as 1.1 and also I disable the routing, and also here I enable the HTTP and the V2I command. HTTP for enabling the HTTP access from the destination and also the V2I for telnet, right? So these two things I enabled from this particular source port. Okay, so let us go to this particular thing, show run include VTY. So I enable the V2I command and also I enable the HTTP port. Okay, so the command is IP HTTP server. That is the command we have to enable for enabling the HTTP service from the source port. So now what? So this is the thing I have done: IP HTTP server and IP HTTP authentication local. So now let us initiate a telnet traffic from the destination to the source. Okay, so this is the telnet switch 2. So now let us initiate a traffic telnet 192.168.1.2. so it is prompting for the password. Okay, so now let us exit and learn. Now let us view the access list from the Cisco ASA firewall. So now you're able to see the hit count. You are able to see in the telnet traffic, not in the HTTP traffic, because still we are not initiated any session, HTTP session from the destination to the source, right? So here you will be able to see the hit count. Now let us initiate a HTTP traffic. So telnet 192.168.1.2 followed by 80. So it is showing as open. Now you can see the hit count will be increasing for the HTTP traffic also. You are able to see, right? So this is how we can configure the object group and we can bind the multiple services. For example, telnet, HTTP, HTTPS, or it can be an FTTP service. So what are things we have done today is, first we have configured the DMZ and the outside security zone, and we have configured the associated security levels. So then we have created the object group service and we have binded these two ports using the service object command. Then I have initiated the telnet and the HTTP traffic from the target, right, from the destination to the source. Okay, so that's all about this video. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.